What's up, everybody? My name's Grimsley. Welcome to the Static Distortion podcast. Today, I'm the only host. My friend Moral, he is out doing his vacation thing. But today, I'm joined with the legend himself, Notions. How are you doing, bro?
I'm doing well. Grateful to be here, man. Thanks for having me, pal.
Yeah, dude, this is fun. This is something that we're just kind of getting off the ground here. And man, you had to be one of my first guests I had. I was excited to get you on. I'm glad you agreed to it.
I've been looking forward to being able to sit down and pick your brain back, man. This is wonderful. I'm can't emphasize enough how glad I am to be here, man.
Dude, I wanted to tell you before we got on this podcast, I was sitting here for a few minutes and I was scrolling. I was like, man, I heard Wood Guts a long time ago. And I look back, I had added Wood Guts to my liked songs the first week of July in 2022. My
Get the fuck out of here.
Miss Reaper hadn't came out yet. I only had one song out at the time, and it wasn't nobody. I was just like just a few. Dude, I'll have to show you. But no, dude, I had Wood Guts so long ago, and it was like on repeat. So I remember I was listening to that back and forth with Strangers from Bring Me the Horizon. I don't know why those two songs just at the same time for me those were just coinciding together, and I was just running them back, man. That was such a vibey song, and your
Thank
lyrics in
you,
that one are so good. I don't know, man. All of it's good.
man. That's such a left hook. I didn't had no clue, man. That's like what the heck. Okay, and what a song for it to be. Yeah, lyric. Yeah, the lyrics are vibey. Uh
Man, dude, it's cool. I mean, I loved it, man. I had it on repeat. I literally, I do this with a lot of songs that I really love. I'll just hit that like repeat button on Spotify and just let it play over and over and over while I'm driving home or whatever. I can re-listen to a song a million times if it's hitting that itch, that I want to
that
hear. And that was one of them for a while.
that was a song that, if I'm being honest with you, man, I did not know it was gonna be any type of thing. I was like, man, I'm taking such a, this is completely fucking out of left field for me. Nobody's ever seen me like try to approach a song. I was really worried people weren't gonna like it and think it was really corny.
No, hell no, dude. That was
I'm glad.
you nailed that shit, man. So I haven't really gotten the like lowdown on you. So like you do a bit of everything here, man. Rap, you do it dealing the funk stuff, metal, of course. Like,
Yep, yep.
what's your preferred one, man? Or can you just not choose?
Well, I suppose what's fucked up, Grim, is it's a complicated answer, man. And
Yeah,
and in order to even answer such a question, I must take you to the beginning,
please do.
if I may,
Please do.
if I may.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Notions back in 2017. I'm showing my age here. I'm from, as the kids would say it, I'm from Duke Dennis, BC.
Okay. Wait, how
I'm
old are you?
old. I'm 30.
Dude, I'm 28. Okay,
I'm
I'm 28. Don't feel like your unk status, man. I'm right here with you. Hey, dude.
okay. Good to be in good company. That's good to be in good company. Okay. So we started officially, well, no, we didn't start officially until 2018, but we got together in 2017 and we were just a metalcore band. That's all we did. And we came out, we got signed to Stay Sick Records, which was a record label under Franzak from Attila.
Yeah.
He had a label at the time, and that was kind of our first uh, outing. And then COVID hit, and then suddenly we couldn't play shows, and all of the all the studios, because we weren't self-produced at the time, so all the studios that we worked with weren't taking any clients because nobody was risking the Rona at the time.
Right.
So I begged and pleaded my bassist Coda, who essentially kind of runs the show with me. Um, I begged and pleaded him because I came from a rap background. Like I really like stuff like Bones and Xavier Wolf and stuff like that. And I was like, man, just to keep us doing stuff, would it be cool if I start just rapping under Notions? And he was
Yeah.
like, yeah, man, sounds like a great idea. Let's do it. And so we just started doing that. And then once the people started coming together, also we started learning to self-produce. We started figuring out ways to get back and throw band stuff back into the mix as a paying homage to the fans that have backed us back from 2018, 2017, but also as an attempt to branch out to new people. So I guess at this point currently, to answer your question, I
Mhm.
can't choose a lane. But
But you
but
guys,
but
you started in
li-
metal.
there's a reason for why we've done all the branches we've done. But as to answer your question now, currently in 2025, it's because I can't fucking pick a lane.
And you know what? There's no reason to, man. There's no reason
I'm
to.
glad to hear that.
Well, I mean, I don't feel like there is. I mean, I think you're doing just fine doing what you're doing. Why change it
Thanks,
up, you
man.
know? So,
Thanks, man.
okay. So, you're you seem to be genuinely like independent only, like fuck labels
Yes.
and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I don't know if you want to get into like any weird business, but is there a reason that you felt that way out, like a personal
I
reason, or
can,
is it just a
yeah.
vibe or
It's
just
I don't
something?
have to drop any names and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. I don't gotta get ugly and stuff like that. And it's not even like a fucking like a thing like that. It's just if I'd rather let lie, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
and just move on.
Right, right.
But in general, I can just in general, man. The label that we were on, Stay Sick, was great. It wasn't perfect, so we
Mhm.
left from that with a sort of like, oh man, you know, we could have handled that better. We could have done different things better. Like we just came into the situation more aware once we were independent. And then frankly, I come from a background of like I said, my favorite rapper ever is Bones. And like back in that 2017 SoundCloud era, up until like I mean, he still preaches this of like, man, he's like, fuck labels, do it independent. They're all evil. They don't even see you as a person. And of course, for the first few years, it was just me parroting that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Daddy Bones said that, so that's true. But then, like in the past few years, man, and just as I've gotten older and I feel less rushed, I feel less urgency to take opportunities just because they are opportunities. So we've gotten offers over the past few years that when you look at this kind of stuff, man, you look over these contracts and the reality is, dude, um, you'll hear over and over, man, this is industry standard. You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh
And
my
and
god, I've
I've
heard that plenty of
and
times.
I've now paralleled this. I had like a coming to God moment like a year ago of like, oh my God, well then is if this is industry stand like reading the paperwork in front of me, I'm like, if this is industry standard, is that why we call it a starving artist?
Yeah. But that's a
Like, is that
that's
why?
valid.
Like, is that why that's the standard? Like, I don't know. The fact of the matter is, man, I've learned that labels and the big boys, when you really do sit them down and you let them know what you know, and they like if you come from a background that I do, and you let them know, like, hey, no BS, what do you have to offer me? The reality becomes outside of money, they can do very little that you can't do for yourself. Outside
Yes.
of give you money, which unfortunately that's not even special because banks do that. You could go down to a bank and grab a loan if you really do want to pursue that route.
Right.
Um, and a lot of the situations, a lot of the writing will do it like this, right? They'll be like, "Hey, man, you take this money, uh, you're gonna owe me that, I'm also going to put X amount of money into promoting you, which is also going to be what you got to make back. And then once you've made it back, I'm going to stop promoting you and I'm just going to go ahead and take a cool 50% for the rest of my life." And
Yeah.
I can't wrap my head around that, and B, it turns it into a toxic environment where these artists can't survive. If they're not independent, they can't survive without being what we refer to as road warriors, man. God bless them, man. There's people out here that tour all fucking year, and most of them, it's because they love it. it's because they love it and they really want to be out there. But there's a fucking little chunk out there that are fucking have no choice, man, because there's no other way for them to realistically make good money because of the deal that they took, and that upfront money just sounded so good. So that's,
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel real foul about labels.
I completely understand. And to be honest with you, like labels are their money thing is really not special anymore because so many distribution platforms now, whenever you get to a certain level, they
Mhm.
offer you advances. I
That's
mean,
right. Yeah.
and that's great. Like I've gotten a great advance from Symphonic. You know that whole ordeal. I
Yep.
didn't know
Yep. Yep.
everything that I was signing, but regardless, it ended up being a really good deal because I mean, they gave me a big chunk of money, and all they asked for was just 5% on my back catalog. And I was like,
That's
you know what?
beautiful.
I'll take it. I'll take
That's
it. I'll
beautiful.
take it. You know, and it ended up working out so well. They no strings attached. And then once my 3 years is up, I mean, I can still like put music out on whatever platform, or if I'm
And Grimm
featuring.
is independent as it gets, bro.
Exactly, man, and that's the beauty of it. But I have seen a couple contracts. I haven't had anything like big come my way, but everything that I have gotten that was legitimate, it was all at it was all 50-50. Everything is
Oh
fifty
my
fifty, man.
god.
I have
And
seen
forever.
yeah, I have seen a 30-70 split before.
But
Not for me.
forever.
Yeah,
Here's
yeah.
my thing. When you stop promoting it, get your hands out my pot. You've made your money back. Or at least make your fucking take so significantly less that it makes any sort of sense. I don't know. There really just needs to be a shift change, and a lot of this money is offered to people who have never seen that. And I'm not here to like pretend I'm not one of them. A lot of people like me are people that have never seen a big chunk of money like that in one take. Like maybe we make that in a year, maybe we make that in whatever, but up front in your face, it is a lot of fucking pressure
Yeah.
for a lot of these guys who are very young. Like you and I are in unk status,
We're in
you know
on
what I'm saying?
status.
But so we know a bit more of what's going on, but a lot of these guys are real young, man.
So I have a day job that deals with country music. It's so funny to talk about this.
That's so sick
But
though.
I country music is so serious with labels and stuff like that. Like it pretty much everything is if you're in country music, you are spending fuck tons of money. Fuck
Yeah,
tons
yeah.
of money. Like I mean, you are
I've heard.
hiring people to be on your sessions, getting the best studios and all this stuff, and they are just sorry, they're constantly putting this recoupment back on you. Like they bill. Okay, I see where artists record
Right.
on their own albums. Okay, like they say they play guitar and stuff as a musician as well. They then get paid direct to be on their own session, and them playing on their own session goes towards their recoupment. So in other words, it's like they're having to pay themselves to be a musician on the album, like
This
four
is
hundred dollars.
absurd.
Like you know, it gets really weird, man. But regardless, I think there's sometimes where it's needed and stuff like that. But
Right.
I think the one thing that labels do have is connections. But
Hmm.
if you are a real hardcore independent guy who's really pushing, like you, for example, you're going to make those connections regardless. You're going to be
You
able to play
gotta
on these
try.
shows and these tours that you want to be on without a label or a, you know, getting you the right connections, the right booking agents to get you in, you know,
Hmm.
wherever. And I think that that's a super important thing for people to understand is like you can do everything on your own, really. And
it's it's a shining example that there's because there's so many people who do uh fight and strong arm for good deals, you know what I mean,
mhm,
and get signed and get the proper help and aren't put into bad situations. I'm actually friends with quite a few bands that have made it fucking work and have refused to compromise, you know what I mean. But the fact of the matter is we both stand as a testament to the fact that there is no one way up the mountain.
Right.
The fact of the matter, like for shows, for example, yes, absolutely, the easiest. Well, shit, no, man. The grass always seems greener, man. Because it's like it's so easy for me to say, like, oh yeah, the easiest method would be to get signed, and then they'll give you an agent and they'll put you on a tour. But tell that to Joe down the street, and he's like, uh okay, I'll just get signed then,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
he's fucking
exactly.
looking at his hands like, where do I start? So like but then just as daunting, right? The idea of putting together your own independent movement, putting on your own shows and yeah, there you go, creating demand to where an agency will then look at you as an independent act and be like, oh my god, I'm running a tour through Texas, and I think it would be silly of me, I'd be a fool not to fucking consider this band, you know what I mean,
Right.
because they've worked so hard to make a name for themselves. So like, and of course, right, you say that to Joe down the street and he's just as fucking flabbergasted of like, well, shit, great, where do I start? But yeah, man, it's about how do you want it, man. My bassist Coda gave me an equation when I was way younger to make me stop making excuses, dude. The equation is luck is an equation. It's preparation plus opportunity equals luck.
I completely agree with that. 100%. Like you have to put yourself in positions to get
Mm-hmm.
lucky. You know, you have to
Yeah.
like, you know, luck doesn't always doesn't okay. An artist that looks like they popped up overnight are typically like a 5 year like just groundwork, grunt work, you know,
That's
until
what I'm
something
saying. You're
happens.
only here while it's hot. You
Yeah.
didn't see everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I mean that's it's interesting, you know, like I don't know. I still feel like I have a long way to go, and I still at the level I'm at now, I still feel like if somebody dangled like a big deal in front of me, man, it's hard not to just say, you know what, yeah, I'll take it, I'll take it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
man, I
mean,
feel that.
but I don't know, dude. I'd like to say nah, I don't really need it, but man, these labels they have such a weird a weird like charm about them. Whenever like
Yeah.
a lot of what I see with the younger artists right now, and I'm thankful that I get to talk to a good many of them. It's the status symbol of saying you're with the label. That's what it
Which
is.
is,
It's a It's like,
well,
yeah, I'm signed. My label won't let me do that. My label is this, and it's like, oh my god,
it's
like,
so,
bro,
but it's so odd how easy it is to create such an opposite uh fucking thought process, because I literally see that and I roll my, anytime I hear somebody say, oh, my label won't, I like roll my eyes and I'm like, all right, word, just won't work with you again. God bless you, hope you have a wonderful rest of your career, you know what I'm saying? But like, but so I feel that. And you know what, it's a combination of, like I said, like you said, the huge chunk of money. A lot of these guys are young and they're sold this dream of, quit your day job, man. That's enough. That's something you and I have in common. We're older. We both got like something that we do alongside of our music that not only helps us push our music, but just in general helps create more of a nest egg for ourselves type deal.
right?
And a lot of these kids are fucking so stoked, and I can't blame them. I did it too. You know what I mean? I quit the job. I lived month to month on the revenue. You know what I mean? Like it's exciting. It's fun. But like, man, when you look at the what would it would take to build something that could take care of you and your family for a very long time, that is hard to do. Again, without fucking touring nonstop for years in order to generate just so much absurd amount of money.
Right.
Whereas you could just cut out the label's percentage. You know what I mean? Do it yourself. Work with what works for you, and then build that legacy that can do something for you long term. I think, man, like I said, the grass is always going to look greener.
It completely is. I did have another thing I want to talk to you about though, man. You're from
Mm,
Texas, which I
yeah.
think is the luckiest place in the world for our style of music to be in. every artist I know that's like doing really well right now. Oh yeah, we're based out of Texas. We're out of Texas. You can tour Texas all year round and
Yeah,
fuck the rest of the United States, dude.
yeah,
You have,
because it's
dude, it
massive.
is. It's massive, and you have like multiple huge cities, and like, man, you guys have it made up. There is a scene in Texas right now
Yep,
that has probably been there for longer than I've noticed. That is just y'all are like the hub for like a lot of heavy shit right now.
bro.
What is that
So
like?
it's honestly like what's crazy is like I'm glad that you said what you just said of it because it has been for a while. Like I
Yeah,
have never even like considered it from an outside perspective, outside of the fact that like this is what in high school because in high school we would always talk about oh man, like these bands in Australia. Like I remember when I was a kid, I think it was In Heart's Wake. I don't think they were ever like massive, but they were touring like heavy in Australia. If
yeah,
I have that right, they could be like a UK band, and I have that completely wrong. But I'm pretty sure they're from Australia.
right.
But the idea that it's this fucking country that is you just tour it and you become famous in that country. You just do a circle around the country, play
Yeah,
your heart out at all of them, and then you are a king over there. And so that is like that is Texas, and it always has been. And I feel like that's something that Texas musicians have always known. And I'm just like, have y'all been gatekeeping it? I'm like, now
yeah,
I'm gonna be looking at all my Texas friends. Next time I go to like a show, I'm gonna be like, yo, have you guys like not been telling people that,
dude.
that it's dope out here?
It is so strange. Like in my top 5 cities right now for like
Mhm.
listeners, it's Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio are in my top 5.
Yes,
Like, dude,
sir. Yep.
like Texas is just like on another level with this stuff, and it is so fun to see. It's like I said, I don't know how long it's really been happening, but it seems like I almost want to call it the Seattle moment, where like because back in the '90s it was
Yeah.
Soundgarden, Nirvana, all of them. I think Alice in Chains was from there too, but dude, up there in Seattle there was something going on. It feels like Texas has that now. Like
Right.
what, dude? Name a few that you love coming out of there. Obviously yourself, but who else is like who
So, gosh,
that you
okay,
love?
that I love this because I can like this is just going to be a test of memory. So, of course, at the top of the list, I'm going to say Unity TX,
I see
absolutely
them all.
great.
Dude, yeah, they're great.
Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely astounding work from those boys. Then we've got I want to run colorblind. Not even rap metal heavy stuff. This is like melodic. Like this kid color from colorblind Travis. He's gonna be the next Kellen Quinn, bro. Mark my fucking words. So colorblind is out of Texas. We got backwards out of Texas. Golly, I'm so uncultured. Um, Yo, I can shoot big. I'm thinking local. I can shoot big too. We've got people like Kubla Khan. You know
Right.
what I mean? Aren't they based out of Texas? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Kubla
Like
Khan
this.
TX.
Golly.
That's what they go by is Kubla Khan TX. Like
Yeah,
on their
yeah,
Spotify and
yeah.
everything. It's crazy.
See, so that shows you how uncultured I am. Kubla Khan is my bassist Coda's favorite band. So he'd be very disappointed with if Coda was here, he could rattle off the names, man. Shout out Left for Dead. Shout out fucking let me think. Nah, fuck it. It is what it is. Left for Dead. Y'all the only ones. No, hey, I knew I was brain. Yo, Villamora. Shout out Villamora. I knew there was a reason I kept thinking. Shout out
Y'all song
Villamora.
together is so tight, man.
They,
That's
bro,
really
they
good.
just recently entered our life in the past like 6 months, and those boys have changed our worlds completely.
That's cool. That's cool. I mean, are y'all touring together or y'all have already toured together, but I'm sure there's gonna be more, right?
I've decided I don't want to run without them. I,
I get it.
I,
Yeah. I
I
get
don't
it.
want to. If Notions is in charge of the run, I don't want to do it without Villamora. Period.
That's hey, that speaks a lot for them, man. It sounds like they're
Yeah, man.
pros.
They're good. Yeah, they're good. Their whole catalog is bangers, bro. And they've got more. Like what they've shown me unreleased that they've got cooking is fucking insane. I feel the same about Left for Dead too. They're like two vocalists, rap metal. One leans towards the rap side, one leans towards the heavy side, but they both incorporate like they'll have you thinking that, but then they'll switch it up on you, and then heavy bro Giovanni will fucking will do some gutturals on you, bro, and Isaac will start oh no, fuck, I've got that swap. You get what I mean, bro. They both play roles, but then they'll swap on you just to fucking fuck you up, bro. It's so good. Yeah, dude. The talent out of Texas is unmatched, bro. I'm just like every time I play a show, I'm reminded that I need to stay on my toes. Everybody here is incredible.
That's a good problem to have, because I mean,
Yep.
if you guys are feeling like that there, then I mean, y'all are going to be standing above pretty much everybody else in the country. Because I promise you, Texas is where it's at. I think like Baltimore and stuff like that in Washington D.C., they have a pretty good
Mhm.
hardcore like heavy scene from what I've seen. But that's about it, man. I can't really think of other scenes in the United States that are really
New
like
York.
that. See, I don't know much about New York. I don't know
Yeah,
anything about New York.
New York got it. New York got it. New York was being basically like fucking run by Jinx and Varsity for a good minute. There Jinx is leans rap metal, and Varsity leans like the uh R&B metalcore style stuff, man. Yeah. There's stuff, but I feel you on what you're saying. Love like Texas, and make no mistake, it all stems from the fact that this is just such a massive state. Just like the fact that there's such a massive population here, the odds of there being more talented artists here is just way higher. So that's
Right.
what started it, frankly, is just the fact that this is just such a massive goddamn state.
There's a band in Texas called Lockjaw. Have you heard of them?
No, put me on. Put me
Lockjaw.
on.
Well, I for years I played in a metal band called Atrial. I still do here and there. I mean, we're not super active right now, but they invited us out. We played our first out of state show. We went to Dallas and played like almost 3 years ago or something at one of the damn what is it's in oh, Dallas Fort Worth. It's one of the it's a theater there. What are some theaters there in Dallas? I don't know what I'm talking.
Dallas,
There was
golly,
one that
bro.
it was the one that had a big problem with some hardcore band recently with security, fairly recently, where they
Oh my goodness.
man, it's bothering me. But it was at a theater there, and they like did a festival, and there were multiple stages. I don't know, man. But regardless, I highly recommend you checking out them. They're great, and but that was my first time ever visiting Dallas, and man,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all the bands that we saw throughout that whole day, we were the only non-local band, but everybody hit so hard. I wish I could remember
Yep.
all the bands that were there, man. But regardless, I was just
That's
astonished by
how
the
I felt
talent.
when you asked me about Texas fans. I was like, I was trying to think of all the locals I've played with, bro. They're incredible.
Yeah, dude, it's I don't know. Y'all got something in the water down there, bro. I don't know what
It's
it
something
is.
in the water. We might go ahead and die a motherfucking martyr. Hey man, you know how it is. We prophesized it. We
Yeah,
prophesized it.
you really did, dude. So, gotta ask you, who is your who was the band that you looked up to most growing up? The artist that you looked up to
Growing
most?
up, man,
Yeah,
oh that's a oh shit, man. I'll be honest, that's actually a pretty easy answer, man. It's split between two. Uh and it's fairly equally. And what's crazy is I found them both the same year when I was in sixth grade. So Disturbed and Lincoln Park, man.
hell yeah. All right,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, yeah.
That's pretty cool. I man, I got to see Disturbed once. I think at a festival called
Same.
Carolina Rebellion years ago, and it was pretty great. Man, I haven't seen them in so long. I think they had just done the Sound of Silence cover, and it was popping off. So
Wow.
it wasn't crazy. I guess it wasn't crazy long ago, but it feels like forever ago. Um,
Mine was way long ago. Mine was back in the Indestructible era.
really.
Yeah, I was in like man, I think it was in middle school when I saw him. It was at Mayhem Fest.
Oh, dude,
It was in yeah, it
I
was
went to Mayhem Fest in 2012 when Slipknot and Slayer were doing it. That was when I went.
wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
dude,
yeah, man.
that was my shit. It was like 2012. Yeah, it had to be 2012.
Man.
Slipknot's
Yo, maybe I was in high school. Yeah, hold on. Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, so Slipknot's so dope. Yeah.
Slipknot's my favorite, man. They always will be. Uh, man, they've had so much shit go on in the past like 4 or 5 years, though, with
Really?
member changes and stuff like that that have caused a bunch of
Oh, okay. Yeah.
stirs and
Yeah.
stuff like that. They fired their last drummer, which is a big like, oh fuck, why did you guys do that?
Yo, yeah, like that's crazy. I feel like everybody,
They got
Slipknot's one of those rare bands where every member has a fucking their own dedicated fan base. Like,
that. Yeah, no, you're not even joking. But I've always really liked them all. They've never had a bad member or anybody that
Mhm.
was like, sucked or anything like that. Like Jay Weinberger,
Yeah,
who was their last drummer, fucking amazing. And the guy that they have now, Eloy Casagrande, he was the drummer for Sepultura for a long time, and bro kicks ass. And I really do want to see him live now again because they're doing all that, and I think they're going to come out with something new here shortly, which I'm
yep,
looking
yep.
forward to. Oh yeah, got to touch on it, man. This is my first podcast talking about it since the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy, passed away.
Yep. Yep.
R.I.P.
Rest
I
in peace
gotta I
to the
gotta bring it
legend,
up.
bro.
That sucks, man. That hit. That was one of the first. Crazy Train was one of the first songs my dad played for me when I was younger. So that's crazy. It sucks. It
Wow. You
sucks.
know what? Ah, man, that's so true. Same with my pop. I just realized that. Yeah, you know what? My stepdad, back when I was young, he gave me a whole bunch of records that they never stuck with me. But like, yeah, yeah, bro. Crazy Train was absolutely wow, man.
Ozzy will always play a big part in my like history growing up. That was one of my dad's favorites. He's got the like original vinyls from
Yeah.
from a long time ago. But dude, yeah. So what's next on the horizon for you with the band? Like, are y'all playing any more shows? I know you were talking about whenever we came out with an EP last Friday. So fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, we
Probably should
did.
say something
That's
about
right.
that.
That's right, true. Everyone go stream a Grim Notion.
A grim
It's
notion.
4 songs, all from the heart. You know what I'm saying? It's a balance of darkness and light, baby. You know what I'm saying? We brought it together and it's healing people as we speak.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. But you were talking about before we did it that you had some metal stuff on the horizon and you're trying to keep June open, but it seemed like nothing happened there. What's going on with that?
So check it out. We're getting the mixes back either tomorrow or this weekend and it's golly, I guess I'll just go ahead and say it cuz yeah, it is what it
It's
is.
small
I'll
here.
only ever yeah, yeah. We're looking at August 22nd
August
for
22nd.
releasing the album. I'm not going to drop the name on here. I'm not going to drop the name on here
So
because I've been
y'all
harping
just
on the boys.
okay. Y'all are just straight dropping the album, no singles.
We are well, yeah, see, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know
You
what I'm
can't say.
saying?
Okay, okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we've got things we've got a rollout planned. It was a big to do, and we're really excited. We are gonna push this honestly like harder than we've ever pushed any other album that we've ever done. We've got this will be our third. We've got 2 bodies of work as far as Notions the band is concerned. We've got Stay Away back in I think it was 2018 or 19, and then we've got the self-titled Notions album from 22. And this is going to be like, man, it's going to feel like a buildup of everything that we've done, but even more that it's going to be like everything that we've learned, especially with pushing and promoting and making sure that this album reaches and does what it needs to do. Like, man, we're just so excited. I've mad scientist all the boys on my schemes. They're all down. I've never had an opportunity to push music like this. Or no, that's incorrect. I have, but now that I've learned everything that I have and I'm Unk status, I'm ready to do an album justice. And this is gonna be the one.
I'm happy to hear it. Okay. You don't have to give up your secret sauce here, but like I love the music marketing stuff or knowing. But so what plans do you have without giving up the
I got
secret
you.
sauce? What's
I
what's
got
the
you.
marketing plan, bro?
Bro, okay, so no, it's no secret sauce, man. We're just going to be fucking as cliche as it sounds, man. We're gonna be attacking TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that. And just like we've got music videos which we're gonna be pushing through outlets that we've used previously, and we've got a tour that's lined up. Literally, it's gonna be ending the week before the album drops. Like literally everything, every bullet point that we have ever had for promoting an album and that we've ever done, we are now gonna fucking slam all into one for this guy, and it's gonna be the best fucking album we've ever had. I genuinely can't wait, and it's gonna be a testament to doing it on your own, because a label absolutely could swoop in and make this album what it could be, but I believe very firmly that we and the people who listen to and support us can also make it what it's supposed to be.
That's huge. I mean, I love that. I'm excited to listen to it, man. I you have so
I
much
hope you
music.
like
It's
it, man.
insane, man. I've got to dig into it more, but I'm excited for this
Stay,
album.
yeah, save for the album. Don't even worry about the any other anything. Leave all that in the past. It's all leading up to this album. Save it for the album, bro. I think you'll, man. I think you're gonna like it, especially having talked to you and learn and just being able to talk to you in this podcast here, man. I think you're gonna really enjoy it, man.
So, man, what's been the biggest, or not, doesn't have to be the biggest, but your
Mhm.
favorite show that you've performed in your lifetime? There has to be one that sticks out.
Oh man.
Especially you, man. You got so much. You have so much. It looks like you guys, every single time you guys go out and do a tour, I can expect to see some sick ass content from some type of one of the many
you
sick
know
shows that you do.
you know what, man? What I think my answer would upset my bandmates, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna give you two answers. I'll tell you what. You know what? No, because I'll be considerate of the band. There you
Okay.
go. Okay, I'm gonna give two answers. So first and foremost, I think our best moment um would either be 2022, I think it was. We did So What Festival, and
Damn.
it was absolute. I think it was 2022 or three, but we did So What Festival, and it was absolutely incredible, and we killed it. We played for like we weren't even on main stage, but like for whatever reason, and oh man, I remember we were so anxious because Don Broco was playing at the exact same time as us on main stage, so we were like convinced no one would watch, but like we've got pictures, dude, where like I can't even speculate anywhere between 500 and 1,000 people. Like I don't know, maybe more. Coda was always like, no, it's probably closer to 2 or 3,000. But I lowball because I don't even want to. I can't count. I can't count, and I don't even want to go. But like it was incredible. And the next day, because it was a 2 day festival, the next day an artist couldn't make it, so they called us and asked us to play again on day two. Yeah, bro, and it's unheard of that they did disclose that of like, no, we've never allowed this, and this is not something that we're doing because we want to.
Did y'all get
This is
paid? Did
because
y'all
we
get paid?
yeah, they
Yeah,
took care of us.
everything.
They took care of us. They took care of us. They made sure that we were compensated for our time. But yeah, man, they made it very clear that it's like, this ain't because we like you. This is because we have to.
Aw,
You know what I'm saying?
that's bullshit.
Like,
That's bullshit. They like you guys. They could have, dude. They could have asked other people, but no, you guys were the move. Of course you
man,
were. But
yeah,
what's the
it was
other
a
one?
blessing. The man. Okay, so the other one was I got to play as a solo act. I got to play a, a cosplay convention in Houston called Anime Matsuri,
Okay.
and it's again another situation where it's like, man, it's this huge convention. It's the second biggest convention in the country, I think. But so like, but it's such a big like hotel and convention space with so many rooms, so many places to buy shit. I'm just like, bro, there's not gonna be anybody here for this thing. But I was opening for, oh my gosh, Ash the Hero. He does the intro for the Blue Lock soccer anime.
Okay.
Uh, so I was opening for him, and I played for like fucking 400 or 500 people dressed as fucking Naruto and fucking Demon Slayer, and they were fucking moshing and shit,
That
dude.
would be
So
hard. That's cool.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, right? So that's what I'm saying. I was like, I think this answer would upset my band because they like we have like way raw moments of like, yeah, look at what we've achieved. But this was like I was watching Naruto's and Goku's and Demon Slayers and Inuyasha's throwing spin kicks and shit, bro. They were forsaking their cosplays. It was like nothing I've ever seen before.
Dude, that's the move. It's so cool that you are able to have those two types of sets where you can go and do it on your own, do the rap, hip hop, or whatever you want, really, and then you can go do the metal and like the full band, just like beat down sets if you want. Like that's goals right there, man. That's
Yep,
you know
yep.
what I keep talking about it. I really want to do just a straight metal EP or something just to
Do it.
test the waters, and I might do it because that's my background, man. And plus, I just prefer screaming over anything else anyway. So we'll see. I
Okay,
might do it.
word. Yeah, you got some pretty nasty, bro.
I'm,
You got some nasty screams.
I appreciate it. I'm taking inspiration from you though with it. Whenever I hear you do it, and I'm like, man, that's inspiring. I think I can make my own metal EP or something too, because I think that would be fun,
You
man.
can.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna turn on the light because we're getting dim out here in the. I put myself up to the window and we're getting dim.
Oh,
There
you're
we
good,
go.
bro.
Bop. We're back in business.
Oh man. But so, who's been the biggest like artist that you've worked with so far? You've worked with a lot of people, but who's
Oh,
probably been your like holy shit, this guy knows me moment?
the holy shit, this guy knows me
Yeah,
moment.
yeah, I
Oh,
should
oh,
say that.
like, but as far as like,
You don't have
okay,
to. Again, you don't necessarily have to have worked with them or something like that. But they like, holy shit, this guy's he knows my music or he knows me or something like that. That's crazy.
man.
Have you had that?
Honestly, we get blessed. Like I think like a good example would be like just recently we got an offer in August here we're going on tour with Fire from the Gods.
Dude, I love
Uh
Fire from the Gods.
dude,
I saw them at Carolina Rebellion years
they're
ago
so
too.
good,
Yeah,
man.
man, I saw that.
So
That's huge.
that was an offer where Coda was like, "Yeah, man, they were just like y'all have been killing it and I think that this would be a good idea." And I was like, bullshit, dude. How much did you pay? You know what I mean? Who'd you pay? Like, what did do? What finesse work did you do? There's no way they know us in any capacity. So that I think stuff like that would be, and frankly, like it's too. We've had that's just the most recent example. You know what I
You've had
mean? We've been
Juicy J
blessed
on
in a
the
lot of ways.
song, which is
Yeah, yeah,
huge. That's
yeah.
huge.
Yeah, yeah. That was a situation, frankly, where we went through his management and he and that his management, which were selling verses. So we were like we like low key had to force that down his throat the day that it came out. Because for me, it was a moment of like I want Juicy to hear this and then be like, oh yeah, that's right, I did record that.
Damn,
Oh fuck, that's right.
that's kind of
Yeah.
lame though. I'm gonna be honest with you. Hearing him talk, if he talked about it like that, or man, that kind of oh my god. Okay, that's one thing I want to ask you about. I
Yeah.
don't like the selling features thing because I fear that kind of stuff happening all the time.
Mhm.
Like I am so scared to like, I've talked to artists in the past, be like, yeah, it's like a $300. I'll do it for $300. I'm like, so in other words, you're not going to promote it, is what I'm hearing.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Or I'm going to send this to
Yeah.
you and get hustled or something.
I'll be dude, I'll be honest with you, Grim. That's a wake up call that I had to have even
yeah,
of like when so Villamora is a great example. When they approached me with Morningstar, dude, I think maybe, bro, if I'm remembering right, I think they had like 3,000 monthly listeners. You know what I
right.
mean? So when they brought me that song, that was a literally a coming to God moment of like, oh my God, if I if I act stuck up with these guys, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
to not sugarcoat it, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. If I fucking act stuck up with these guys, I try to like hustle them. I try to fucking like say I won't do it or whatever. This is like potentially one of the best songs I've ever been a. I could be passing up one of the best songs I've ever been a part of.
Right.
Like I can't imagine a reality where I didn't get on Morningstar. You know what I mean? And now, frankly, like we're working together. We got them on. We're getting them on tours. We're trying to work together more on stuff like that. We're trying to get songs together where we're actually going in and writing collaboratively with the bands. Like I don't know. Like I am a big proponent of the quality of the song is more important than anything else, bro.
I I mean, I agree. I agree for sure. I've never like I don't know. I don't think I've ever acted stuck up with anybody, but it. I will say this: whenever people have came into my DMs and they have only a few listeners or something like that, and they just ask for a feature without presenting a
Mhm.
song, that's whenever I have to like, what are you showing me
Well,
here? That you have to.
uh,
I always have to say, hey, if you're gonna ask for a feature, please present the song that you want me to be on. For me to
yeah,
make my
yeah,
decision because I'm not just gonna get on a song just because, or for money. Because I always believe in percentage splits because
yep,
that makes everything way more equal and like everybody way more involved and wanting it to do well.
yeah, 100%, a
So
100%.
I fully believe in percentages and stuff, and I understand I guess there's a level to it whenever you're so big that you genuinely can't accept everything, and I don't know. I guess
And
that's
see, so that's what I mean when I said being stuck. When I said being stuck up, unfortunately, like think about it from the perspective of somebody who would like to get a song with an artist that they look up to. There's a lot of people who are gracious and understanding and are like, okay, well, I'll work with that. Like, I'll do what I got to do. I'll make it a feature instead of a main artist. You know what I mean? There's people who like understand when you're at like, oh, I can't like divert my time for this. And there's a lot of people who just like it sucks. It doesn't feel good being told like I can't do this.
mhm.
I'm not able to. This song's not up to par. Like I've never even like approached the idea of saying that to somebody of like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I don't know if I like this song." What's crazy is nobody's heard that from me. And that,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like nobody's
Right.
ever had to hear that from me. And that but like I've felt that and that's like something that like you have to preserve like your vision as an artist while also being considerate of the fact that you're not talking to a profile picture. These are human beings, you know what I'm saying,
Oh
that
no,
we're
I'm
communicating with.
believe me, I feel the same way, and I
Yeah,
try to be as cordial as possible, and I feel terrible if I ever.
that's what I'm saying.
It's only
Yeah,
happened like
yeah.
a few times where I've really said no outright, but then
Hmm.
there's some that like maybe I don't really respond to for various
Yep,
reasons.
yep.
But man, like I get a lot of people that have like like 20-month listeners. They just started, just put out their first song, and then they're like,
Hmm.
"Hey man, I think it would be better if I hopped on this." But dude, the worst ones I've ever gotten is, "Hey man, uh, I think I should be on this song instead, or you should feature me on this song, and that would be way better." And they have like 100 monthly listeners or something. Which I don't want to knock anybody for it, but it makes me mad whenever these people are telling me I should be on your song, not you, or some shit like that.
That's so
That
funny.
that
That's
that
so
that
funny.
that makes
Yeah.
me so mad. But I don't know. That's just a personal thing, I suppose.
No,
But
yeah, and that's one of those things where you
people just
where
get a little too
you
crazy.
yeah, yeah, but that's what I mean is even to someone like that when you say like, "Yo, man, I love what you're doing." Maybe one day, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like there's people that will even take that and be like, "Oh man, Notion just fucking stuck up. He thinks he's too fucking good. He's too fucking good. There's something in the water, all right." Like fucking like yeah. So like I don't know, man. There's a certain, but that's what I'm saying is song quality means everything because now I am in a because of Villamora. I have to give credit to Villamora for being this wake up call for me because of that. Like I am now open to, because like, bro, if 100 monthly listeners sends me a song, I am gonna look sideways, of course. But like, if it's fucking like, if it's Morning Star, you know what I mean?
I completely agree. I mean, I completely
I'm
agree.
gonna be like, holy fuck. Okay, well, all right.
That's
Let's give
why
this a
I
shot.
always like preach, like, if you want a feature, send the song in your
Yep,
pitch. Like,
yep. That's right. That's yep.
send the song in your pitch. Don't ask me for a feature with nothing to present. That's what's crazy to me. Is
I'm so glad to hear it from this perspective, because from the perspective of somebody who wants to buy a feature from an artist,
right,
one thing that I've always told my bandmates of like when because Coda, my bassist, is so heavily connected, he goes out to so many shows and he's kicking it and he's like really networking really hard. Uh, but he'll be like, man, just saw this dope band from such and such, and they're doing such and such online. I think, I should reach out and get a feature or get a feature from them. I'm like, bro, don't say anything to them until we have a song to get them excited about, bro.
yes, yeah.
Don't under no circumstance do you ever present a feature unless you have the song.
I completely, yes, exactly, man. It's it's a learning curve, though. I mean, it is what it is. Like, to be fair, though, there are certain artists that can go feature unpresented that I'd be like, yes, yeah. Like,
That's yeah,
if you like, for example, you every single time, if you're like, hey Grim, will you get on this song? Yes. I'll just, like, I'm not gonna sit there and like just think about it. I'm just gonna say
thank you,
yes.
man.
Like, there's just certain
We,
people where it happens, but if it's like people I don't know, that's whenever it's like, present something,
yeah,
that
a
I
hundred
want I want
percent.
to I want to hear it a little bit. I want to see what I'm working with. But there builds a relationship like you and Villamora, where it's like, holy shit, this worked, and now something awesome's building. That's the
Yeah,
that's
and
the
now
kind of
I'll.
relationships you gotta really, like, be thankful for, and be happy you took a chance on it, because that's huge.
Exactly.
And
Exactly. And actually, you know what? I feel like I credit Villamora to that, but like I feel, you know what I mean? I've done that with my boy Menma. I've done that with my boy Corvus. I've done like when the song is right, bro, you just know. You know what I mean?
right,
You just know.
right.
You just
Dude, I
know.
was happy to have my time at the top of the Notions charts for a little bit with Demon's Prey.
It's
I had it
bro.
for a long time. I had that spot for a while, man, dude. I had a high score for a little bit, dude. I had a high score for a little bit.
It's coming. You got to understand. First of all, the with anytime you drop something like because Notions fucking drops weekly, and that's gonna come to an end because I want to start pushing algorithm to the songs that are already out pretty soon here, but. When you do stuff like that, the fucking top 10 moves so much, and the reality is, Demon's Prey is still number three. It's just and it's bro and it fucking fights. It's number two and number one like every other day, dude.
No, it's so weird. Has something happened with the Spotify algorithm in the last few months? It feels like everything just, like, so many people just, fuck, if I saw like multiple artists with like well over 1 million monthlies drop down to like 400,000 all of a sudden.
A hundred
And I was
percent,
like, what the
bro.
fuck, dude?
So I don't know. Like, here's the thing: I can't give you an explanation, but I can give you what I've seen.
Yeah.
So what I have seen is that Spotify is no longer content to just feed you with new water. You know what I mean? Spotify, I've come to learn that this lull that everybody is experiencing right now is not a punishment, it's a test. You know what I mean? Because the reason why, like, so Notions, I feel like right now we're streaming right now. I feel like Notions is streaming really really well. Frankly, it's better than we've ever streamed before. And I would I can't know why, but I would attribute that to the idea of when you bring new people. Like if I bring 1,000 new people to a song and they all and like let's say the ratio's good, let's say 700 of those people fucking love the song and listen to it 2 or 3 times, 2 or 3 weeks down the road, Spotify is then gonna be like, okay, well, what if I feed it to 3,000 people who also feel that way? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So I feel like the name of the game here is gonna be groundwork. You know what I mean? I feel like the it's doing this low, but this is gonna come back after groundwork.
man. I What do you mean by groundwork exactly? What do you mean, like just the like
Dude, it's the TikTok. It's like
the
TikTok,
TikTok
and
and
it.
shit?
Now, granted, there's always so many answers. I'm just looking at the one that's like right in front of me, which is like
Right.
I'll tell you what, even just stripping away, because it's so easy to just say, man, just TikTok and Instagram, right? The real fucking thing is exposing yourself to a new audience that is receptive to you, specifically outside of your current listener base,
Okay.
specifically outside of your current, what would be considered Notions, Grimsley, whatever have you, fan base. You need to get people who don't know you and add to the pool and make sure that these are people who are going to participate actively in order to give Spotify, Apple, YouTube, whatever the case may be, a reason to take a chance.
Okay.
Because Spotify, that's, you know what, that's another way to say it. I think Spotify is now content to let certain artists play in the pool that they've created, especially if they're not going to add more to their own pool. Like, all right, you've got your couple thousand people that rock with you heavy. Keep them. You know what I mean?
I see that. That makes sense. I've been feeling like, okay, are we getting to where they want just more? Period. Like, is it just like is a song
Absolutely.
as worthwhile as a YouTube video these days? Because that's the way they're paid the
See,
same. See, that's the way it's like I've been seeing it. Is like, are they considering a song to be like worth one YouTube video, which are in some cases one TikTok? You know, like because even the founder of Spotify, or not the founder, but the CEO, that shithead, he said
mhm.
that music is getting so easy to make that it's almost as easy as, like, I hate hearing him say this. It's almost as easy as just making a TikTok today, you know,
Mhm.
and it's like devaluing it. So in my mind, whenever I hear him say that, I'm like, okay, that just means hit the fucking spam button, dude. Like, is that what he's saying? Like,
I don't know. I think honestly, what's crazy is I hear that statement and I take exactly the opposite,
okay,
which is not necessarily to say that spam is bad, but to say that what's going to be most important is longevity. I think I've mentioned that before in our chats with Skill Syrup, bro. Is of like, man, we need to make shit that's gonna last and is gonna move long term, because the idea is like when he says like, oh, it's as easy as making a TikTok, so anybody can just bullet spam. Like, I know artists that drop that, well, I don't think they're doing it now, but like dropped a song a day type deal. You know
hell
what I
no. Oh
mean?
my god, I can't.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it's not, bro, but that's the point of what he's saying, is that it's not the type deal where like it's as valuable as just doing a TikTok. Like what's going to be more valuable to artists like us is going to be taking songs, or new or old, right? As long as they have that potential to reach new audience. If it's new, great. If it's an old song that just the whole world hasn't heard yet, also great. The key is going to be taking songs with potential and reaching new audience while keeping your current audience engaged and satisfying, so that they don't leave and the new people that you add stay.
See
And
that
then Spotify suddenly says, "Oh, you remember that thing Discover Weekly we used to give to everybody?" You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
what
so
the fuck has happened to Discover Weekly, man?
right.
It's
Right. Yep.
non-existent now. It's
Yep.
is that it?
Yep.
Okay? So I'm glad I'm not the only one who's seen that. It feels like the plays for Discover Weekly have just gone away. I thought that they just moved to like because they've introduced so
Nah,
much
bro.
stuff like the DJ and mixes and stuff like
I'm
that.
telling you right now, radio is now, because we all get good decent radio
Right.
play. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Radio is dedicated to your fans. That is what I referred to as the Notions or Grimsley pool. Discover Weekly is, as the name implies, it is only being showed to people who have never heard that song before. And the only way that I've seen, do not quote me as though I know, but the only way I have seen that work is by bringing new people yourself, which seems ass backwards because it's like, motherfucker, I brought you the song, you bring it to some new people. But
Right.
it's as if Spotify wants you to, it's like, prove it. You know what I mean?
No, for
Prove that this song can do some shit. Make a TikTok, whether it goes viral or not. Get like a couple hundred people, make a few TikToks, get a couple hundred people to the song that are outside of your listener pool. And if they fuck with it, we'll take a chance on you. That, now, once again, that's purely speculation, but I feel as though that's how it's shifting, and I feel as though I haven't seen anything to make me deter from that thought process.
well, I mean, it makes complete sense to me. I mean, but I have to think back into where I had my pop off in 23 with Miss
Mm,
Reaper. Like I put Miss Reaper out July of 22. We're coming up on 3 years of it now. Dude,
mm.
that song didn't do shit the first 7 months. And then in
Wow.
January of 23, like it was like my third biggest song or something at the time. Or yeah, because I came up with my song Mistakes, which was even bigger than that. But dude, all of a sudden in January, a trend had started with my song, and all of a sudden the song had gotten over 10,000 TikTok uses, and all of a sudden it went
Wow.
from getting like 200 to 300 plays a day to the month after the trend started. It locked. I mean, it. You could see like the numbers obviously starting to go up, but the month after that trend had started, the following month on Spotify, the beginning of the month, whenever it hit that discovery program, all of a
Mhm.
sudden 20,000 plays a day, 15 like
Get the
10.
fuck
It was
out of
like
here.
12. It's like 12 to 20,000 plays. I mean, it's not getting that now, dude. It's like 3 to 4,000 a day now, which is still awesome. But
Yeah.
holy shit, dude, it was just like it because I didn't do anything. Like you saw people actively come into like my onto my Spotify and just like start playing and listening because the numbers would go up, but they weren't doing
Mhm.
that. It was like the Spotify algorithm just saw, oh my god, I guess a lot of people are coming to look at this artist now, so we're just going to show them to fucking everybody.
Yep.
Because then, and
Yep.
then that's how it fed into it. And I guarantee you, anybody who has that kind of stuff going on now, the month after the whatever trend may happen, or you have a big pop off on TikTok with your own video, you'll probably
Yep.
see a huge amount of plays the following month because Spotify is giving it. I always hear that Spotify does stuff called web crawls to see how relevant you are, and
Right. Yeah.
that's how they kind of name their game as to we're going to give you this many plays this month and stuff like that. And but it's just I don't know,
Damn, that's
man.
so good to know. Okay, that's so good to know. Because that's been the name of the game for me recently, is just like pick a song and flood TikTok and Instagram with content and make sure that it's varied and it's reaching a lot of different angles. And that is so good. Even if it's speculative, just the idea that Spotify is keeping an eye on how relevant your song is in order to, no, that's a weapon. I'm
And
gonna use
I
that.
mean
That's beautiful.
that's what I mean, you can never know how much of these algorithms are true, and it changes
Right.
daily, man.
Right, exactly. Exactly. But we've got to run with what we've got, you
We
know?
do, man. It's crazy to like look at. I think the artist right now, currently, that's seeing that. I mean, she's already been huge. She's a huge artist already, but like you see the trend with like Pink Pantheress. You see that,
Yeah.
hey, it's Pink. It's really nice to meet you, and then they do the back and
Mhm.
forth. Like they got that trend going. Like that is what you have to have happen to make a song do anything right now,
Yeah.
like on its own. Like it's super rare. I don't know if I've ever seen in the last 5 years an artist have a song do well just off of it being a good song and not really based off of a trend starting with it. Is there any
Yeah.
that you can think of that has like 100 million plays without a trend starting?
Oh shit, that has 100 million
Or
plays.
something like that, or has a huge amount even. like or like
Fuck.
a few million plays. Like it's hard to like have
Bones.
something.
Bones. I feel like Bones and Xavier Wolf and like big heavy hitter motherfuckers like that are the only people that just because they were the trend. You know what I mean? Of the question of, oh, you know this guy Bones?
Yeah,
Like that was the trend that got him to 100. You know what I mean?
that's
There
way
was no
cooler,
TikTok.
dude. That's way
Yeah.
cooler. That's cool. Like that makes me think like Suicide Boys and stuff like that. That's way cooler. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Though then you know what? Shit like that. Now, granted, once now they're so big that once they drop a song, people are fucking gunning to make a trend out of
Yeah.
it because they know it's gonna be a massive song. But like, yeah, it's people like that. And honestly, man, my pipe dream. Now, granted, it's so ass backwards because I'm literally like I just said, I'm flooding TikTok and Instagram, which is obviously in the going for the big viral hit. But I would love for that to be Notions one day, man. That is definitely the goal. That is definitely the goal.
I know this may sound silly right now, but I still feel like Wood Guts could still have that. It's a big song and it has so much potential. But I think, dude, I think in the if the right with the right thing that song could do way more than it's doing now. I think
I
that one
always
hasn't.
have that thought.
I don't think that it's achieved all it can yet because that song
We've
has an
bro, we
earworm that is an earworm that I'll never like not have that song in rotation. And I think that means a
bro, I appreciate you so much, man.
lot.
Honestly, I this is
Of
you know
course.
what? This podcast is the last fucking straw. Cause Woodguts for 3 years, man, we've put no we haven't put a dime into that song. We put no promotion in. We didn't post a damn TikTok. We didn't post the nothing. And it was just a fucking song
I
and that
guarantee, dude.
got lucky.
Just go up, just do a TikTok every day, just like singing your
Just do
lyrics
it.
into your phone, just miming your lyrics into the phone, and dude, I guarantee you'd see this like fucking trend upwards like you've never seen before. I guarantee it because that song has
That
something special about it.
I will do it. I will do it.
Please do,
I
man.
will. Fuck. Fuck. All right. I'll do it. I'll do it. All right. All right. Fuck.
You
All right.
don't fuck
All
with
right.
TikTok a whole lot, do you? Do you?
Man, you know what? I slept on it way harder than I should have because I'm going stupid hard on TikTok and IG now, like
To
in the last
be
6 months.
to be real with you, man.
Yeah.
See, I've got my nose in all this shit because I love music marketing. But YouTube Shorts has doubled in the amount of views, more double the amount of views than TikTok in the last month.
I haven't gotten a single YouTube short to do anything past 10 views, bro. I
Real
can't figure it out.
okay. Some of that might be. Do you ever use that account to like watch YouTube videos?
Yeah, I do a
Okay. Oh,
lot.
you do. Okay. Well, sometimes they don't know if it's warmed up or not. But no, you obviously do. That's weird. Is it reused content in any way?
Yeah.
It won't. If it's reused content, it won't do anything. You'll get like
Okay.
one or two views.
Okay. Okay. No, no, no. Good to know. That's fine. It'll be like back in the day I was making my own Elden Ring memes when Shadow the Erd Tree dropped. I was making my own Elden Ring memes. Yo, yeah. You know what? Yo, and I did drop a few YouTube shorts and they got like a couple thousand views, but that's a start. That's a start. That's something. Yeah, no, I feel you. Okay, so it's got to be 100% original content.
It
No,
does.
that's
YouTube,
easy. Easy peasy.
YouTube is really more strict than TikTok is about the
Mm.
original content. Have you? I don't know if you've ever gotten that like unoriginal flag on TikTok.
The
That
orange
yeah,
thing, bro. I
yeah,
dispute that bitch every other day,
yeah.
bro.
YouTube doesn't say it; it just doesn't give you any views. That's how you know
Right.
if it's on there. It doesn't tell you that it's unoriginal. It'll just say, "No, we're not showing this to anybody because it's unoriginal."
Okay.
If you get
Yeah.
5 views, that's why. That's why.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But dude, I promise you that shit'll skyrocket. That's my favorite song so far. I need to do more Notions listenings here because yeah, dude, I'm excited for the metal album. I'm gonna listen to it. I'm whenever it comes out in
I think you're gonna
August,
like
which
it,
is gonna be
man.
the secret date. I won't tell anybody. Me and anybody who listens to this.
Yep, yep. August 22nd. I just can't drop the name because the only reason is because I did so much bitching at my boys of like don't you dare drop that album cover until we have a pre-save link. So for me to then get on this with my best friend Grim and just be like, oh yeah, the album name is this and it's dropping this and here's our whole plan, I'd be such a hypocrite. So
That's fair.
I've gotta, you know what I mean? It's clocking to me. I gotta stand on business.
Well, up until then, until you guys hit that, between now and whenever you guys release whatever for the album, man,
Mhm.
even I know you've got songs coming out like crazy.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, just promote Wood Guts, bro. Just promote Wood
I
Guts.
got you.
That's all you got to
I've
do.
got you.
I
My
swear,
solemn
man.
promise, bro. Before, during, and after the album, I will promote Wood Guts. That's my solemn promise to you. I will find a way to give Wood Guts the attention I'm giving Just a Phantom. I will find a way. I will,
You should, man, because it
I
will
will
do
find
this.
a
It
way.
will do that. It will do what that's doing, man. It's great. Oh man.
I will. I will do it.
Well,
Fuck. All right. Yeah. This is the last straw. No. This is the last straw because I've been literally like that has been the song's been out for over going on 3 years, over 3 years, whatever it is now, and that has been the dialogue I've been having with my bassist Coda the entire time. Is of like, man, we're really sleeping on an opportunity to really do something crazy here, and we're like, yeah, we are. And then
dude.
that's like what? That's the end of the phone call?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
we've both agreed that we're sleeping on an opportunity here? So
dude.
you got me. You've cornered me.
I'm telling you, you don't even have to do anything crazy. TikTok and YouTube, they don't want anything crazy. Just like vibe to your song. People just want to see
Got
you
you.
vibe to your song, dude, and that's
I can
it.
do it.
And you'll do numbers, bro. But
Oh my
man,
god, that's easy. That's easy. Okay, I can do it. Yeah.
well, dude, I don't want to take too much more of your time. This has been so much fun, dude, and it was so nice to like talk to
For
you and
real.
everything, man. I was just yeah, I don't know.
Yo,
This is long
invite me
overdue.
back again with Moral, man. Invite me back again with Moral.
I
I'd love to
will.
chat it up with him
I
too.
will. I hate,
I could do this endlessly.
dude. Absolutely, we'll do a 5 hour podcast next time, just talking everything, man.
Let's
I hate he had to
go.
miss it, but man, absolutely, we'll make more songs too in the future, man. And we about got an album's worth now, so we'll
That's
keep
what
it
I'm
going.
saying, bro.
But this has been fun.
There's more to come. Expect, yeah, for anybody listening, bro, expect more to come from me and Grim. Probably a lot of it with our boys Skill Syrup.
Yeah,
Uh, just because those boys are fucking
legends, dude.
insane with cranking out tracks that are exactly what we need them to be.
We didn't we
And
Yeah, we didn't give them enough love in this episode. Shout out Skill Syrup, man. They are
shout out Skill Syrup.
those
Shout
kids
out
are.
Skill Syrup. Anybody who's listening, please go give a Grim Notion a chance. It's a 4-song EP, and it's man. I mean, it's. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's easy listening. Like it's you put it on, and it's fucking like it is not a hard out EP to fucking get into and fucking vibe out to, and just like it really enjoy your fucking what like 20 minutes we get 15 20 minutes.
Not even that, dude. Not even 15 minutes. It's short and sweet. It's to the point. That's what you want,
It's
though,
what you
dude.
need. It's
Absolutely.
what you need, people.
Well, dude, thank you so much for being on this. This was so much fun. And
Shout out Grim. Thank you for having me, bro. Thank you so much, Grim. It's so man. Hey, I'll tell you what. Fuck just the podcast format. I'm gonna give you a call here pretty soon. We're gonna have to exchange numbers here,
yeah,
man.
dude. Hey, after I hit the end call button, we'll still be on call to say whatever we got to say and do, man.
Okay, bet. Yeah,
Yeah,
all right. Then this is just the outro for the people.
just the
We
outro
love
for the
you.
people. Hey, this has been the Static Distortion podcast. Notions for fucking ever. Out.
I love you, man.